Welcome, everyone, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, man and woman, to the very first episode of Spark Podcast. We are so delighted to have you here. It's been a roller coaster journey from 2024 now to 2025, and I want to wish every one of you a very happy new year. I'm pretty sure we all have our goals, resolutions, and things we marked out for to do. And I pray and I hope we stick to them with actions. Happy New Year, my wonderful guests. I hope you had a wonderful 2024 and you are expecting something amazing from 2025.
Yes, thank you very much. Happy New Year to you.
Yeah.
I had a very interesting 2024 and I'm excited to be in 2025. I mean, it's a good thing, a privilege to be in the new year. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Are there any expectations you want for 2025? Any specific expectation? Maybe just one that you would like to share with us?
Okay, I have a lot, but hopefully my number one expectation for 2025 is that 2025 is going to be the best year ever for me. Okay. I don't know how it's going to happen,
but it's going to be the best year.
It's just going to happen. It's going to be my best.
I also think of that, and I definitely hope my own 2025 too will be one of the best years for me. I'm so delighted to have you on this podcast today. It's really a great privilege to have you here.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, thank you. You might be wondering, you forgot to introduce your guest to us. I didn't forget to introduce my guest, of course. My guest is somebody, a great friend of mine, wonderful, has been on this journey with me, even when it looks as if the podcast is not going to come up again. I have here with me Oluwabukumi Ogbe Olubanjo. We would love to know who you are. We want you to introduce yourself to us.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Oluwabukumi Ogbe. I'm a graduate of English and Literary Studies. I'm an SG5 advocate, a women's rights advocate, a spoken word artist, and an advocate for change, a poet. And I'm super excited. I'm grateful to be here. It's a privilege to be here. Thank you very much, Jeremiah, for inviting me to the podcast. Thank you, because I'm the first guest speaker. Honestly, it's a privilege. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Anyway, I'm so delighted to have you here, and thank you for honoring my invitation, even with the notice and everything. I'm really, really delighted to have you on this podcast.
Yeah.
We are looking at a very interesting topic, one that everybody can relate to. Young, even I think they are the Gen Zs, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and everyone can relate to this topic. It's the vicious cycle. How toxic relationships, social media, and mental health stigma intersect. So we are looking at it. We want to see how they relate together. And with my wonderful guest here today, we're going to dissect this topic. We're going to look at it in total. But first of all, I will not call it a burden, but I just want to ask a little question. And the question is, if social media platforms were people, which one do you think will be the most toxic friend?
Okay. If social media
were people.
Social media platforms were people.
Exactly.
Okay, personally, I feel like X Twitter is going to be like the most toxic.
Okay.
On X, you see a lot of people, different people on X, and definitely everybody has the right and everybody has the privilege to say whatever they want to say online, to say what they believe in online. Yeah. From what I have seen, X, which is also known as Twitter, is a place where people will drag you. People are definitely being dragged because everybody wants their opinion to be out there. So if your opinion is not in line with the other person's opinion, they tend to drag you. So personally, I feel like X is the most toxic social media.
But what if I said TikTok too is also a toxic friend? I'm not the video itself, the comment section. When you go to TikTok comment section,
TikTok can be very toxic, and I feel like it depends on the kind of community you have, because for you to be viral on a social media, you have to have a community. In the sense that somebody that is just new on TikTok cannot be having close to like 1,000 comments. It can happen, but it depends on the content you put out, depends on the kind of content you put out there. Like I said earlier, some people's belief might be different from other people's own. So the content I put out there might not sit well with you.
Definitely.
And you might decide to, drag what I'm doing and say that what I'm doing is not right or it does not make sense to you. So TikTok could be toxic.
Yeah.
But I will still take my stand that I think Twitter is the most toxic. Definitely very toxic.
I don't think if you don't have the chest for it, don't just open a Twitter account. Continue with your Facebook and your.
Yeah, that's actually very true. If you don't have the mind for Twitter, I will not advise anybody to open a Twitter account if you don't have the mind. You can open a Twitter account, but you don't have to start posting yet. You can decide to just see how Twitter can be like, just see how the environment is like, and know the kind of content was put out there and all. Avoid dragging because people don't even care. They'll drag you.
Exactly. So, like we said before, we are tackling a heavy but important issue here. How toxic relationships, social media, and mental health stigma creates a vicious cycle that affects all of us. And one thing I want to understand before we move forward is what defines a toxic relationship and why are they so hard to live? What defines toxic relationship? What do you see that you say, oh, this is a toxic relationship? And why is that when people would identify that this is a toxic relationship, why are they finding it difficult to leave that relationship?
Okay, in most cases, it's very difficult for somebody who is perhaps in love or somebody who likes somebody very well to identify and leave a toxic relationship. For you to be able to leave a toxic relationship, you have to first of all identify that, okay, this place that I'm in, where I am, is toxic. Yeah. And then in a toxic environment, you cannot really see the toxicity in the sense that, okay, something might be going on normally, yes, and you're perhaps used to it already, and you don't know, okay, this particular thing is toxic. It's either somebody has to be in there, the other person has to be in there with you, or you have to like open your eyes to know that, okay, this thing that's happening is very toxic. And toxicity is very subtle. Like, it can come in very subtle ways. For example, if somebody is insulting you for perhaps the way you look, or probably the person might just be joking. To you, the person is joking. Yeah, because you're used to it, definitely. You're used to the person insulting how you look. Oh, you have big nose. Ah, yeah, this is that. They're very short. They're this and that. And then it gets to an extent that it begins to affect your mental health, because if you're getting used to something negative, it begins to affect you, definitely. Yes. And then when you realize, okay, this thing is affecting me, just know it's toxic. It's very toxic. And you have to leave. It might be very difficult to leave a toxic relationship. It's very difficult, but you just have to leave. Like I said earlier, identification is the first step, because you can't know what is what before you be able to take an action. Yeah.
Because I can testify to that. So I was on a call with a friend a few months back, and she was telling me about this a friend who has a boyfriend, and the way they talk to the other friend who is in a relationship with the boy is normal. The boy calls her and said, "You are stupid. Hey, you stupid. Hey, you mad." And to the girl, he's seen it like, why will your boyfriend be insulting you like this? He said, it's normal. That's how we play our love. With all the insults and even slap sometimes. So that might not be toxic. That might just be, oh, that's love. I think maybe love has casted a spell on our eyes or so. Probably. They say love is blind. So what do you expect?
Love does not hurt. Love does not hurt. If you're in a relation, not only relationships, not only like boyfriend, girlfriend relationship, even friendships too. Friendships, personally, I feel like it's harder to leave a friendship than to leave a romantic relationship.
Yeah.
Like the example you gave, her partner was being abusive. And I don't know if she's still in the relationship, but it's up to her. It's not for me to decide. But being in an abusive relationship, either friendship, romantic relationship, even parental relationship, is a no-no. Because why you calling me stupid? Why are you being insulted? If you love somebody,
maybe it's love language.
Insult the person. Well, I hear that people's love language is being insulting. And I've seen situations whereby people have been insulted, yeah. But particular moment, get a particular point where that insult, it start turning to real things, real beating. And if I start calling you a mad person, I cannot see. It's very funny. that you call your friend a mad person. Because in the first place, why you with a mad person? Okay, people say that okay, being insultive nowadays, Gen Z say that being insultive is a love language, but I don't think I'll take that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, thank you very much. So, do you think social media amplifies?
And I don't think you should take that too.
Okay. So, do you think?
I
I said, do you think social media amplifies toxic relationship? And how does it amplify it?
okay, yes, I think social media. Okay, I think social media amplifies toxic relationship because most content on social media, most things you see out there is just pressure. You
Yeah.
see a lot of content out there, see a lot of videos of people in relationships. You know, this man spending a lot of money on his girl, this
Yeah.
and that. They're traveling, going on trips, and you yourself, you know that your man cannot afford this thing, and then because you're seeing perhaps your friend online or your
Yeah.
friend is posting something online that okay, her man is doing this, her friend is doing this, buying her a car, buying her flowers, taking her on trips, and you over there, you know that okay, your partner cannot afford this. Your
Body.
partner is still struggling or
You
still
begin to
trying to
pressure
find a
the man.
fit there. Yes, and you begin to pressure the man. Do you understand? So things like that is toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is that nobody's talking about it because I don't have any issue if somebody is posting their relationship on social media. Mind you, almost everything on social media is fake. That's what you should not forget. Almost everything on social media is fake. And if you fine, maybe okay, this girl is posting something or this man is posting something that is very nice and
Yeah.
very enticing. You want that thing too. But not everything that glitters gold actually.
Yeah.
And be very careful. Do not pressure somebody's child.
Child. That,
You know, people are literally getting there. You don't know whether if you don't even know whether the person that is posting something is living a fake life. So because of fake life,
you will
you
not
will
gonna be
now
pressuring somebody,
try
child.
to pressure your own person.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And then that's how toxic things just begin to spring up. You know, envy. You just become not appreciative. You put pressure on the person, and putting pressure on somebody is a terrible thing. It's not a good thing at all because when you put pressure on someone is on pressure, like pressure that the person doesn't even want. The person's mental health is of course not stable.
And we
The person
definitely,
cannot even move on in life.
exactly, and we definitely try to please. We will definitely try to please you in every possible way. Just like a story I had.
Yeah.
A story that this guy, I don't know whether the girl was pressuring him, but he wanted to please his girlfriend on her birthday. So he decided to. He does not have the money to get an iPhone for her. So he went to steal an iPhone. The place he went to steal the iPhone, that way they put tire on him and they burnt him alive. So, and the girl and I is on that boy enjoying her life using the same iPhone that the boy went to get and steal. So imagine where the pressure of okay, I want to please this girl has gotten him to, right?
Yes.
Don't pressure yourself. If you cannot afford it, leave it. If they don't want to stay, they will not stay. If they don't want to stay, they will stay. Don't use money to try to keep people to stay with you, and don't pressure. Because even the pressure that the country is putting on everybody is enough pressure. Now imagining you trying to pressure somebody else. So you know, people talk about red flag. Oh, this boy is a red flag, this girl is a red flag. What are some red flags that people often ignore in romantic and platonic relationship? That people see this red flag, just leave it. I will mend this person, I will mend him, I will mend things will change by time. You understand? So what are those red flags people see and they often, just some of them that people see and they often ignore?
Okay, the most popular red flag that I personally have seen that girls ignore or people ignore
Yes.
is the okay, this person has money syndrome.
Yes.
In this, let me explain. In the sense that okay, you met this guy, you probably don't really know him or you know him to an extent, but you know he has money, you know he's a very rich person.
Yeah. Who don't like money?
But you don't know his source of income. Like, hold on. Where do you get your money from? You're working. Let me know the kind of work you do. You get me gifts. You gift me things. Or let me know your source of income. Let me know where you're getting this money from. Because you got a this you're dating somebody that you don't know. Like I said earlier, yeah, not everything that glitters is
Yeah.
gold. Something can literally look very sumptuous, like you really want to have this thing. Okay, this person can afford me, this person can do this,
Yes.
but you don't know where the person's blood is coming from. So like that's a very big red flag, and it should be avoided. It can't be avoided.
Yeah.
Yes, because also another thing that I think is a red flag is like lack of communication, in the
Okay.
sense that your I don't even mean like in depth communication.
Conversation. But once
Yeah,
in a
just
while
the little
conversation.
things like calling,
Checking up
just
on
which one is
you.
what's right every day, checking up on me every
Ah.
day, checking on
Eh,
me every day. Why won't you text me every day,
oh,
man?
okay, I
How am
can.
I doing? How is my day going? How
Okay.
is everything? Those little things that matter, you
So,
know,
but what if it's
things
not the
like
calling
that.
time? That means you have to sacrifice for the relationship.
If it's not the calling time type, rather, you can text. I mean,
Okay.
you don't have to always call. You have
Call, but you can text,
WhatsApp.
right? Yeah,
You can
better
text. You can
because
send me a voice note. Maybe like, I just want to hear your voice, or I just want to like, you just want to ask me how my day is going.
okay.
Yes, it's not even only in relationships. So if friendships too, like,
Yeah, you
why are
have to
you
always.
friends with me if you're not like asking me how I'm doing? If you don't want to like know about my day, if you
Yeah,
don't
and the
want to
rest.
like really know more about me, like
Okay.
I'm a strong supporter of intentional friendships. Like
Mm,
I'm
mm.
very intentional about my
Wow,
friends.
wow,
I don't have many friends though, but the
wow.
little that I have, the people that I know that okay, these ones are my people. I'm very
You're very
intentional about
intentional
it. And
about them.
intentionality cannot be overemphasized.
Okay, that's actually nice. That's actually wonderful. So let's quickly look at the role of social media in all this stuff. How does social media pressure us to present perfect relationship? You see on social media, the love life on social media, especially TikTok, the way the love life is. I don't know of other social media platform, but of TikTok, I know of TikTok. The love life on TikTok is so perfect that it's like all these K dramas. You want to love. So how does the social media pressure us to present perfect relationship?
Okay. Personally, I feel like there's nothing like a perfect relationship.
Okay.
One thing every human being, if you have sense, one thing everybody should know is that not everything on social media is real.
Real.
95% of most things on social media is fake.
Wait.
So like if you see a person's relationship, I feel like oh, it's not bad if you post your relationship online. I don't have any
Yeah.
business with that. I don't even care. Okay, if you're happy, if I know you, I'm happy, you're happy. If you're not
Yeah.
happy, leave the relationship.
Even Bible
Or
won't talk and say
if
yeah,
you're if you post your relationship online, but people that are watching, the viewers that are
yeah,
probably like their relationship is still thriving, still trying to get there,
yeah.
don't be patient, like I said earlier. Not everything is real. Remove the concept of a perfect relationship. Every
Relationship.
relationship has
Yeah.
ups and downs. Like there is no perfect relationship basically. So if social media is what is the wrongest thing that you should use as your role model for a relationship.
Wow.
If you're using a particular person's relationship on social media to use as a guideline for your relationship, to
It's
use as
crap.
as a guide or as a look upon for your relationship, it's you. So, social media is I feel like social media is just a place to
To
don't really
entertain.
take social media literally because there's some content that are very reasonable on social media, a lot of content like that, but content that are very not necessary. Let me use the word very not necessary. Like relationship content that has to do with
Love and the rest.
flexing or outing or you know
They're not just necessary.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Even lifestyle content still could be fake lifestyle.
Now I understand why some people don't like bring their relationship on social media because they may pressure them into. Why do you think mental
Yeah,
health
definitely.
stigma persists even in a world where we are always talking about mental health, there are symposiums about mental health and the rest? Why do mental health stigma still persist?
I feel like mental health stigma still persists because people are not aware of these things.
Okay.
There are not much awareness, or even those that are aware, they decide to die in it. They decide to still continue in it. They know that okay, this thing is really affecting them, but like they still want to be in it because
Want to
it's probably
continue.
sweet and they feel like, okay, if they leave, take for instance relationship we're talking about now. These people, their relationship is literally affecting their mental health, or a friendship is affecting their mental health. Affecting, if your mental health is affected, your way of life is definitely affected. Like
Definitely.
they're not even normal at all. So they feel like, okay, they don't want to do this, they can still keep up, they can still cope with this because, okay, if they leave, they don't want to lose this person, they don't want to miss out from this particular thing. Maybe like there's a benefit or there's a good thing they are
Yeah.
receiving or something like that. They don't want to, miss out from that. And then that is a very bad perspective. That's a very bad, because you're hurting yourself. You think that you
Definitely.
can cope. You can't cope. You can't cope. You feel like, okay, this thing is not too big that I can, I can lose a lot. You definitely lose a lot. Like it's bit by bit. And mental health awareness cannot be overemphasized. People need to take care of their mental health. People need to know what mental health is all about. People need to know how rather to take care of their mental health. Because if your mental health is not properly taken care of, then
You'll be disorganized.
it's,
Definitely.
it's a very terrible thing. Because I mean, it's a part of you.
Yes.
So,
And a lot of people don't even know about this mental health, so they are not aware, as you said, so they don't even take care of it.
yeah.
So take your mental health very,
Yes.
very seriously, so that does not affect your well-being. And definitely, love is an investment. And once I've invested a lot in love, maybe the relationship is 3 years. It's very difficult for you to say, "Oh, I would just want to easily withdraw." Even friendship, I think friendship is even the strongest of bonds.
Yeah, friendship and investments. It's very difficult to live long relationships like that. Very difficult to break off from long friendships like that. Because like you said, every relationship is an investment.
Yes.
We spend 1 year together, we spend 2 years together, 3 years together. The things we have done together, the relationship we have built, the connection we have built together, it gets ruined. It gets ruined. And it's very difficult, it's very hard. But regardless of everything, you should be number one. Yeah.
Yeah. Put yourself,
Put yourself first. Put yourself first, because if you're not putting yourself first, after everything you've built, after everything you've accomplished with your so-called person, your so-called partner, your so-called friend, is that same hand that you used to pull it down. So why not bring it down now? Now waiting to like 7 years, or probably even entering into a forever something, perhaps marriage, and then you cannot come out.
Out again. That's true.
So just
Put
do
yourself
it now. Like live now.
So
Yeah,
put yourself first
first.
before you lose
Very
yourself. Then. So what
Yeah.
role can social media play now in reducing this or perpetuating mental health stigma? What role can social media play in reducing
The
it?
positive role that social media could play, like I said earlier, awareness cannot be overemphasized. There are non-governmental organizations that are ensuring that mental health stigma is out there. People are being aware. People are being, enlightened on how to take care of their mental health, on how to deal with things like that, on how to show them how to know that they are in such situations. Because like I said earlier, people can be in a situation and they don't know that, okay, this situation they are in can literally ruin their lives. Things like that should be known, because people are just living their lives. They don't know the outcome. They don't know where they are going. They're just moving without direction, without vector. So like social media is a very, very important segment or important tool that can help raise awareness for mental health. And at the same time, social media can also be a disadvantage to those that don't even know what they are doing. Because like this social media has a lot of cons and pros, So social media could also even be like a downfall, basically.
A weapon fashioned against them.
A weapon fashioned against them, like you said. People do not know are being pulled down by everything they say on stream. People that don't even have a mind of their own. Because if you have a mind of your own, all the social media pressures will not even be a problem.
Exactly.
That's that thing. If you have a mind of your own, social media pressures won't be a problem, sir.
Yeah, so build the mind of yourself for yourself, of your own, so that people don't pressure you into doing things you're not supposed to do, or make your mental health, put your mental health at stake. So, what's one thing you think everybody listening should unfollow for a better mental health?
Unfollow negativity, okay?
Mm.
Negativity is like cancer. Negativity eats into you. You don't even know on time that okay, this negativity is there, like this negative energy, negative vibes there. Negative vibes can come in different ways. Like subtle, it could be subtle, it could be obvious. If it's obvious, lucky you, you know that okay, negativity, you cut
Yeah.
it off. Or follow negativity. Once you follow negativity, anything that is bringing stress, anything that is stressing you out, anything that is making you feel like you cannot continue, anything that is making you feel terrible of yourself, cut it off.
Yeah.
And one thing I tell some people is that it's not too late to start afresh. It's not too late to start afresh. Cut something off,
Okay.
end a particular thing that you know, okay, this thing is leading to positivity, this thing not my thing, this thing at the end of the day will not lead to positivity. Cut
Yeah.
it off. Maybe the foundation was down, was what I was destroyed. Pull it down.
Down.
Start afresh.
Break every strong.
Nobody's too old. Nobody's too young. Nobody's too whatever. Just start afresh.
Start
Or follow
afresh.
negativity basically.
Unfollow.
Anything that is not bringing positive vibes, anything that is not bringing refreshment, anything that is not bringing happiness, anything that is not bringing, the kind of life you want, just unfollow it.
Unfollow it.
It's not your thing.
Okay. When you look at a bad relationship and you look at a bad group chat, which would you say is more toxic?
A bad relationship,
Sorry.
a bad relationship is more toxic. Okay, but thank you very much. A bad relationship is more toxic than a bad group chat. Because you can easily leave a bad group chat.
Yes.
It's not by force to be there. Do you understand? If it's a gist you want to hear, don't worry.
Yeah, definitely. But I wanted to say the gist that is in that group. How will you just leave that gist?
The gist to reach you. That's just not about gist. It's spread like Wi-Fi. Don't worry, the gist to reach you. Leave the negative group, but the negative relationship also leave. It's more toxic relationship is one of the worst things that can happen to anybody. So if you notice that the way this thing is going on, it's not going the way you want it to go, or it's affecting you. It's affecting your thinking. It's affecting your whole being. It's affecting who you used to be.
Yeah.
Just leave it. It's toxic. It's toxic.
Yeah.
It's toxic. Just leave it.
Exit every negative, bad relationship. So, what's the most ridiculous thing? The most ridiculous thing you've seen someone do online after a breakup?
I've seen a lot. But the most ridiculous thing I think I have seen is coming online to cry.
Wow.
Because why would you come online to cry? You decide, big girl or fine girl, you decide to set your ring light, bring your phone and cry.
Wow.
We broke up. For what?
2 tears. Tears with
what
tears.
For? Tears with tears.
Yeah, tears with
like,
tears.
What for actually? Is it for the affirmation or for the...
No.
I mean,
so people
it's okay to cry. No, it's okay to cry. It's very much okay to cry. I feel like if you're hot, the best thing to describe. Most people say cry cannot do anything, but me, I'll cry. I'm a cry baby. I'll cry. But sitting my ring light and crying, then post it online.
No.
Because of what? No, please have shame on. That's a very ridiculous thing to do, actually.
There are people that will do it now. They just say, okay, I want to, so that the world will feel with me.
For the attention, they want.
Yeah, exactly.
To say, oh, sorry.
Yeah, people love that attention.
That.
They love that attention. They say, I'm crying, and the rest. People, when they start seeing the comments, what happened? Then their gang or whatever.
And then the girl or the guy now begins to shame their partner.
Yeah, exactly. They start shaming their partner. Their partner, and people start supporting them. And it's
Yeah. Some people are
it.
just toxic. Some people can be
Yeah,
toxic.
some people are very very toxic. So I'll just avoid every toxic relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, we've come to the end of our today's episode. So we call it a wrap for today. And thanks to our amazing guests and to you, our incredible listeners. We are really, really
Thank you
grateful.
for having me.
Yeah, so thank you for tuning in to Spark Podcast. If you like this episode, be sure to subscribe, share, and leave a review. And if you don't, well, we still love you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Please subscribe, like, and comment, share this content, and support Spark Podcast.
Thank you very much. We are so happy for you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah.